What's up everybody? Good morning, and today I'm going to be updating you on everything that has been going on in my life, what I'm up to, my race that's coming up tomorrow, and then doing a little bit of a Q&A. But right now I'm getting ready for practice. I just woke up a couple minutes ago and we have morning practice at 8, and so I need to hurry and get ready for that, and then we'll start the day, start the Q&A and update. Let's get this started. Okay, it looks like we're really late, so we really need to hurry. Okay, it's a little rainy, so we're gonna throw on the rain jacket. Super rainy out, but now we're gonna go get my spikes and I'll get you all caught up to speed. Thank you. You too. Well, I just got back from practice and it is cold and warmish, wet out. I don't know, it was kind of weird. It was like warm at the start and then it got super rainy and I got kind of cold, and then now I'm kind of cold and pruned up. But I tried to get my package afterwards that have my new spikes, but the mailroom hasn't like sorted and checked in the mail, so my new spikes haven't come in, and so that's a slight problem because I'm planning on racing in them tomorrow and I don't really have any other spikes I could wear without destroying my legs. So this could be a slight issue, but I'm just gonna hope for the best and hope that they come in. My run was 6 miles. I did 3 miles strides and then 3 miles. So it was a really good run. I felt good. I'm feeling ready for tomorrow. And if you don't know, I'm running a 5K tomorrow at Liberty, which is gonna be really cool. It's gonna be my first indoor track 5K and really just my first 5K on a track. So that's just gonna be really cool and a really interesting experience. And I'm gonna bring you along for the journey. So definitely check out that video because it'll probably be out in like a couple days if it's not already out. And if it is already out, I'll link in the cards up here. But right now, I'm gonna go take a shower, get something to eat, post a Q&A onto my Instagram, and then I'll answer all the questions here. Okay, let's take a shower. Okay, so the Q&A is up, and now it's time to get some food because I'm pretty hungry after practice. But yeah, I hope we get some good questions. And if you didn't get a chance to ask a question in this Q&A, be sure to in the next one. Okay, so I just got back from lunch, breakfast, and I have exactly 39 minutes until my next class, and I have a teeny bit of work I want to get done, but I have plenty of time to answer some questions. And as you saw, there were a ton of really good questions submitted, so I'm going to pick out some of my favorites so far, and then I'll read them out and answer them, and then we'll head to class, and then I'll answer some more questions. My favorite tea flavor. Okay, so this is actually kind of cool. We have a bunch of tea here. So we have some Moroccan mint tea. We have a little green tea. And then we have some Sleepy Time decaffeinated green tea. And so I obviously love tea, but none of those are my favorite. My favorite is actually chamomile. I used to drink it all the time before bed. And I'm just a really big fan of chamomile, just the taste and the flavor. Adding a little bit of honey to it always made it just like perfect. But yeah, that's my favorite tea flavor. Steven asked, how are you able to overcome hills in your meets? And this is a good question because a lot of people use hills as their excuse for running poorly or feeling bad during a race. but my biggest advice is to remember that every single person around you is experiencing the same hill. So if I can change my mindset and say that I can attack hills, I'm good at running hills, I will feel good at the top of this hill, then you potentially have the advantage because you are not thinking about it in a negative way and you're coming out of that hill being like, everybody's gonna be dead, but I can be stronger than them. Marina says, not a cue, but thank you so much for keeping me motivated to stay positive. 1600 PR, I'm not really a 1600 meter or mile runner, but I ended up running a 421 at the end of my track career in high school. I'm eager to try and race one sometime just because I like using it as a benchmark, but you know, not my specialty. Sam Brooks said, I want to qualify for my state meet, but when I race, I have a mental block for PRing. Advice. So I'd like to say that mental blocks and barriers for PRing are definitely something that exists. When I was trying to break 5 for the first time my freshman year, it was really hard trying to get over that barrier of running 75s every single lap. And so my best advice would be to divert your attention from the time and more so to the place and actually racing and being in the moment. That was a big mistake I made in high school. A lot of times during track, I would get way too fixed on the clock when I really needed to be paying attention to the race at hand and really just be focused on putting myself in the mix and being competitive. And that's a huge part of racing and a big thing to learn when you're racing. So just focus on racing and not the times. Okay, so I've got some work done and it's finally time to head off to class. I have about 6 minutes to get there, so I need to hurry. But I'm gonna play some clips from what happened a couple weeks ago when I went to a meet at Liberty, which is the place that I'm going tomorrow. But it was a high school meet then, and it was really cool, and a lot of really awesome stuff happened. So I'm gonna play those clips right now, and I'll talk to you after class. I'm Samir.
I'm Levet. I'm Kevin.
Go, Jay!
We're vlogging.
Hey guys!
Welcome. Oh, you want
Today we hit 10K subscribers.
10,000 subscribers.
I hold it first.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright
Just hold
guys.
it up and out.
Up and out.
Hey guys, we just found some Levet fans at Liberty. Bye, Zach.
Bye, Bob.
There he goes.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Alright, hey guys, I'm taking over. I don't need the scenery, I am the scenery.
Alright, what's up, guys? Sam Dascola here, filling in for Zach Levet Vlogs. Currently here, we're having a picnic. Zach, I swear if you cut me out.
Okay, now it's time to get some work done, get some more questions answered, and then I'll have another class after all that. Since it just got so nice out, I'm gonna go set my stuff down and then find a nice place to sit outside and answer some more Q&A questions. And get on with that Q&A because we have a lot of unanswered questions. So as you can see, it is a beautiful day out and it transferred from being kind of like an okay, like rainy, kind of nasty day out, and then now all the clouds are rolling away and a blue sky is emerging. I mean, couldn't ask for more. But let's get to some of these questions because there are a ton of questions and a lot of really good ones. Okay, so Vera asked me, would you ever run an ultra? And the answer is yes. When I get out of college, I really hope to run some longer races like that because they're a great opportunity just to test your mental strength. Like, you can run for 24 hours straight. It's just like if you can push through that mental barrier. I think that's really interesting and a really cool way to race. It's very different from running like a 5K or 10K where you're really pushing your physical limits at the time. That's really just a mental battle. I'm really interested in something like that. Kayla asked me, who is your favorite runner? And I'd have to say that Mo Farah is. I really love Mo, and I actually made a video about a day in his life, essentially. And I really like his mindset and just the way that he approaches training and races. He's a really tactical runner, and he will run fast at times, but most of the time he's really tactical, and he's transitioned into the marathon. I just think he's had a really amazing career so far, so Mo is my favorite. The next question is, how many miles did you run during high school? And that definitely varied week to week and month to month and year to year.
but generally I didn't run too many miles. My school is a lower mileage program, so over the summer I would definitely try and get my mileage up, but during the season it would probably range between 25 and 40 miles per week, so I was never too high, really just focused on intensity and stuff like that. Okay, so the next question is, what is your favorite part about college, XC, and track? And that's definitely the fact that I get to run so many more miles per week. And not to say that it was bad that I ran fewer miles in high school, but I personally just love running a ton and being able to have teammates that are also running that much so I can run with them and have people to run with at all times. Okay, Bashir asked, how do you break 5 in the mile? And this is an incredible, I'm just kidding. Bashir is a 405 miler. He does not need advice on how to break 5. Maybe advice on how to break 4, but I can't give you that. Bashir is an amazing runner and we're starting a podcast soon, so stay tuned for that. Okay, it's getting super windy, so this is gonna be my final question, and it is, if you could switch bodies with one celebrity for a day, who would it be and why? If I could switch bodies with one person for a day, it would definitely have to be David Dobrik, because he just plays pranks with his friends and does crazy things all day and then vlogs it and makes a video about it, and it's super productive and super hardworking, but still has so much fun. And so I think it'd be really interesting to live life from his shoes for one day, and I hope that does a good job of answering that question. Now we're gonna head in and I'm gonna get some work done. Okay, so I've gotten a good bit of work done, and now it's time to enter into my 2 phone calls. So I'm gonna head to the other room, plug in my AirPods, and start talking to people. So my sister is the first call, and I haven't talked to her in a while. She's been up to a lot of amazing stuff, so it's gonna be really nice to catch up with her and see what she's been up to. And then I'm gonna be talking to Ernest Kim, and he is officially titled the Advanced Director of Global Running Footwear at Nike. I really love design and I'm really interested in design, so I'm gonna be talking to him about that entire process and just learning from him, because he has so many valuable life experiences that I would love to learn from. I can't thank him enough for reaching out to me and taking time out of his day to talk to me and educate me a bit, so it is really amazing to be talking to him. But let's get into our calls. Okay, so I am about to be late to class. The call ran a little bit long because Ernest and I were having an incredible conversation. I'll tell you about that after class because I don't want to be late. So I'm gonna rush there and I'll update you afterwards. Let me talk to you later. See you. Bye. Post Malone is back. Ryan and I are going on a fruit hunt. This one's quality, dude. Okay, so I am finally back after a lot of being gone and doing. The end of my day was super hectic and a lot of things happened. So I'll catch you up from where I last left off. So last time I talked to you, I just had talked to Ernest, and it was an amazing conversation where I really got to know him, and we just really chatted up about his journey to Nike and everything around that. And it was just a really great conversation where I learned a lot about him and about the process. After the call with Ernest, I ended up going to class, and I rushed to dinner, and then we were at dinner, and then I came here, and then I was trying to get a little bit of work done. But now I'm gonna answer a couple more questions, the last questions of the day, and then I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay, so Thomas asked me cheat food, and my cheat food is definitely chocolate. I'll go for chocolate any day of the week. What is your favorite food? Well, it'd have to be my peanut butter bagel. I mean, it's probably not my top of the top, but I love peanut butter bagels with a cup of coffee. The combination just goes so well, and anybody that knows me really well knows I just rave about peanut butter bagels and coffee. Johnny asked me, do you still have the record for the golden shoe at your elementary school? Which is a pretty funny question, but I actually got to ask my old PE teacher that question last year. So I went to speak at their graduation or some ceremony that they're having, and basically I asked my old teacher and I was like, hey, do I still have that? Because he still works there, Mr. Rutman, he's awesome. And he was like, yeah, you still do. And I was like, that's crazy. So yes, I still have the record. Very interesting. Johnny also asked me another great question, and it's, if you could go back in time and tell your younger runner self something, what would it be? And I think the biggest thing that I would tell myself is just to trust the process and really continue working hard every single day. But that's all for today. So I will talk to you next Tuesday. Live happy, be healthy. See you around.